But before we go any further, I would like to bring to the stage Rosemarie Helmbrecht, who is a member of the board of the Pocono Mountains Music Festival. And as she makes her way up here, I'll just tell you that in 2009, the festival was founded by Dr. David Mazza. And it was his brainchild to have the music festival in the Pocono Mountains. And he and the festival's first artistic director, Peter Mark, set out to find support and funding for said festival. And the first people they called were Rosemarie and Richard Helmbrecht.
This talk would normally be given by David Mazza, who was the founder of this festival. But 13 years ago, David invited my husband Richard, who was then chairman of the Buck Hill Falls Corporation, and myself, to a dinner with Peter Mark, who was our first artistic director, and his wife Thea Musgrave, who was a very famous composer. We had no idea why we were there. And he presented this vision, and it was a vision, of a camp for children in the Poconos for performing arts and a music festival. And we were going to do that. And he wanted my husband to support and have the Buck Hill Falls Corporation support of this festival. He also presented this to the Sky Cup community, who also joined us in this venture to raise money and create this festival. My husband died 6 years ago, and the board of directors of this festival generously created the Richard K. Helmbrecht Visionary Award. Today we're going to present it to two dear friends, and I will say this to you. Because of this festival, many of us have come together in friendship in a way we never would have otherwise. And the other thing I'd like to say is we now have board members and people involved from all over the Poconos. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. I'd like to...
So let me tell you a little bit about the Richard K. Helmbrecht Visionary Award. It is presented to an individual or individuals who help fulfill the vision and extend the reach of the Pocono Mountains Music Festival. And on it is engraved this quote: "Great leaders, like great music, inspire." And tonight it goes to two incredibly well-deserving individuals, George and Marlene Milner. Please give them. Before I bring George and Marlene to the stage, I just want to tell you a little bit about them. As Rosemarie said, the board has been in existence for 13 years. Marlene has been on the board the entire time. And they live in Philadelphia, George and Marlene. Marlene is on the board of the Academy of Vocal Arts there in Philadelphia. She's also the treasurer for the Mainline Opera Association. They are huge music supporters. Both George and Marlene have appeared in operas in Philadelphia. How about that? Not as singers, but as donors who got walk-on roles. And if you get a chance, let Marlene tell you about it. Her night was extraordinary. George's night, no one could see him because he was obscured by a giant hat. But it's a great story to hear regardless. George, since the festival started, has been our festival photographer. He has taken some ridiculously fantastic photos of the festival all through the years, right from his chair where you were seated. And if you get a chance to look at them, you should check them out because they really chronicle the whole history of the Pocono Mountains Music Festival. I just will tell you one more thing. We, the faculty, come up here for 2 weeks every year. And we come from New York City, we come from Los Angeles, all over the country. We come here to the Poconos. George and Marlene have made us feel like family since our very first year here. They take us to dinner, they have us to their house. In COVID, when we couldn't go inside their house, we sat outside on their back patio until like midnight. We were like, I have to go to bed. And George and Marlene were like, stay. I was like, no, it's midnight. Anyway, they're true givers, true supporters of the arts and of the people in the arts. But what I think I love the most about them is every year at the first day of camp, the kids get free tap shoes, brand new tap shoes. And George and Marlene have paid for them every year. So they give your kids a really, really please welcome to the stage the recipients of this year's Richard K. Helmbrecht Award, George and Marlene Milner. George and Marlene Milner, please keep it together.
George and I have had the great pleasure of knowing and working with, I'm so nervous I can't say, Richard Helmbrecht. And having this festival here is our favorite. The camp is our favorite part of the festival. It is wonderful that the young people come, and over the years, for those who are here several years, you can see how much they enjoy it and all of the things that they've gotten from this place. So I thank you. This is an honor to be receiving this award, and I think my husband should say something.
Actually, she's the star. I just do what I'm told.
So, to George and Marlene Milner, great leaders, like great music, inspires. Thank you for inspiring us. How about that? Kids, give them a hand. Yes! You'll recall Marlene said she was nervous, right? I don't think she was nervous. That was beautiful. All right.